So next is a political vid. I normally don't talk politics, but I don't know. I've been watching different things lately, mainly John Oliver, because I like him. He's funny as shit. And also Seth Meyers, Jimmy Kimmel, and a whole bunch of other shit. But this is about trans rights. And I was watching one of John Oliver's vids on this, and it really opened me up a lot more because I really didn't think about this for a while. And I've run into trans people before, and I do have LGBT friends as well. I mean, I'm pansexual myself, so fuck. But this is what I had to say on one of his vids. The real issue is that the right are mostly closeted idiots or have LGBT in their families that they don't want to have known. It's the truth. A lot of them are closeted idiots. And guaranteed they got family members that are gay, bisexual, lesbian, or they're just hiding them. It's so stupid. Or they've been busy fucking kids in Thailand while abroad. It goes back to that video of the dude who said, he's like, is it NFL or NBA? And, or no, yeah, it was NFL or NBA. And it turned out to be all the members of Congress. And they're still in Congress, too. The ironic part is that most of them don't even look trans until it's put on full display for ridicule and persecution. Yeah, most of the kids I saw, they didn't look trans. Look basic to me, shit. Um, I remember the first one I ever saw was at the library, and I was like, oh, butterfly, because they're going through a chrysalis transformation into who they really want to be. And it's even a lot more than just gender reassignment surgery and shit too. It's not just about switching bodies. It's more or less it brings out who they really are, especially if they've been in a depressive slump or they just struggle to articulate who they really want to be. And the hormone therapy helps with that because it happens. Because even when men hit 40, which I'll be doing in a year, testosterone drops apparently. So I'll have to get testosterone shit. But yeah, it's wild. The deep conservatives can't handle the reality that it's not their era anymore. Facts. It's always funny too because conservatives are the ones who cry the hardest about cognitive dissonance while soliciting the topic they're mad about or trying to hide their skeletons thinking they won't ever be shown. One only needs to ask anonymous about whoever and you'd see them show what's been shuttered away from public view. I mean, they shut down Twitter for a day. That was funny. Oh man. Or even access the dark web if you're feeling inclined. Let the kids be kids and realize you have no control over them if you're saying you can be whatever you want when you grow up. And then backtracking on that, saying, no, you can't. Like, yes, you fucking can. I mean, that right there is a binding verbal contract that, while seems harmless, because kids will diversify their choices through the years, you basically gave them free reign to be whoever and whatever they want to be. So, yeah, you pretty much fucked yourself telling them, you can be whatever you want, honey. It's okay. I will still love you no matter what. And then when they turn trans, like, you motherfucker. Or disown them. Like, okay, dumbass. And kids will bring that shit up to throw back in your face at some point. Always. Fuck labels. Can you be a human being for a change? Like, is it that hard to be a human being? For real. Like, if you can't be a human being and accept the fact that times have changed so drastically that you can't see that it's right in front of you, it might be time for you to just stay the fuck out of the picture. Because it's so damn funny. Like, I see the whole pattern unfolding. And it's really funny. Because it's the same bullshit Always the same bullshit. And people act like LGBT is just some new thing that took place. Like, no, bitch. It's been around for a long time. A long fucking time. Hell, it dates back to fucking slave times. With slave masters raping black slaves to enforce their will and break them. Yeah. It goes back to women dressing in drag for stag parties and shit. I don't know, stag parties for gay guys, right? But that stag party, I think. I don't remember. It's been a while. But yeah, you've had women dressing in drag, and you have drag queens. And I don't have a problem with any of them. Fuck no. They don't bother me. Fuck. Why am I going to get offended by somebody I don't know shit about? And this goes back to my emotional support system bid. I only know this. I don't know this. Yeah. That's all you know. You're just like, ooh, evil. I don't know this. They must be evil here too. Okay. Dumb fucks. Can you show empathy and understand their side of the coin instead of imposing antiquated values that no longer exist today? There's a lot of outdated shit that needs to change. If you can't, then let them be emancipated. Not hard to do. You can, in the US, anyway, I don't know how it works overseas in any countries, but in the US, you can be emancipated at 15 or 16, last I checked. Because my one guy I knew, Sean Merrill, he got himself emancipated at 16 and became an adult because he was tired of living at home and being abused by his dad, I think. So, yeah, he did that all by himself. No. It's not that hard. The information is literally right online on how to do this shit. It's right at your fingertips. It's not hard to do. Shit. But now it's a scary world because you don't know how to navigate it and shit. But if you have people that know what to do, you find the right groups to stick with, you find your support system, you're okay. I mean, you brought them this far in life, now their journey starts without you. And a lot of people can't comprehend that or handle that. Some people will just blatantly disown the shit out of their kids because they're trans, they're gay, they're dating someone outside of their race. It's just so stupid. There you are. Fidgeting. That's better. But yeah, you see so many parents who are so antiquated. It's sad. And you know what I'm talking about when I say antiquated. You have so many of them that are so gung-ho about, oh, I can't wait for you to have grandbabies. Oh. And then daughter's like, I'm not having kids. And I'm like, I don't blame your ass. I really don't blame you. I'm on your side for that. Oh, man. Or you have so many that are raised in military families and they're like, oh yeah, you're gonna join the army, right? And then they join the Navy and then they get pissed off about that. Or they don't join at all and then they're shamed for that. Like, dude, they don't want to join because they see through the bullshit. They know what you went through. They see how it traumatized and broke your ass to the point they don't want to be like that. They don't want to even chance the fact of coming home in a pine box. Just saying. Shit. At one point in my life, I did want to join the military and do weapons division. You see where I'm at now. I didn't do that. I like weapons. They're fun. So, no. But you have so many that are just... It's sad. It's really fucking sad. God. I mean, granted, they'll be happier, but deep down wonder why you couldn't listen to them or even love them for who they are. You can't mollycoddle them forever. You can't. Or mold them into something they're not. It don't work that way. It really doesn't. It's basically it's group. It's forced grooming. You're grooming them to be something they're not. Like, whatever happened to authenticity? What happened to letting your kid being a kid? You can be whatever you want. It comes back to bite you in the ass every time. And it will be a constant fucking reminder. I mean, you expect them to go to whatever university that you went to, and then they go to a different one because they like that, and then you get pissed off because they're not doing what you want them to do. You know, granted, some parents are more accepting of things, but not all of them are. So, no. Same applies to you losing a job or going through divorce, death. You adapted to those situations, but not them coming out. Yeah. Can't cherry pick life experiences. It don't work that way. Like, you lost your job. Your kids saw you lose the job. They accepted that. They knew you lost the job. Your wife knew. Your husband knew. Whoever. They knew you lost the job. Yet you got back out there. You got another job that was better. And you provided more. You went through a divorce. It was bad. The kids hated you. They loved you. They supported you. They stood by you. They disowned you. Yet you are dating again. Some of them encourage you to get back out there after you've got done with your pity party. And I'm not being condescending here. I'm just saying, you went through your pity party experience, your pity party years. And they're like, Dad, Mom, you gotta do better. You can get somebody else. Fuck Mom, fuck Dad. They were pointless. Then you lost somebody. Somebody died. You went through that deep depression phase. I've been there. I know what it's like. They were still there. They saw you go through all this shit, and you still came out someone better. Why is it so hard for you to accept them coming out as trans? If you can go through all that bullshit, and they're coming out as trans, but you can't handle that. Can't cherry pick it. Because the minute you cherry pick what's important and what's not, you have lost focus. You have lost who you are as a human being. You're no longer, number one in their life. You've become an enemy. You become somebody that they're not dependent on anymore. They can't trust you. Because you lose that trust too. That's the worst fucking part. That's something that's going to stick with them for the rest of their lives. And they will always wonder why they couldn't trust you. You couldn't love them for who they were. It's wild. I mean, hell, my sister is non-binary, which is fun. Although she calls herself a genderless blob. Which is fun. I love it. It's so funny. She's a trip. Yeah. And even she has a good support system too, because she's got Grace. No. Her co-worker. Fucking awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hell, my own mother doesn't like the fact that I'm half black, even though she fucked a black man. She broke the rule. She broke the slogan though. Once you go black, you never come back. Her ass came back. It's true. Oh man, too funny. And now his ass is dead. Ain't that some irony? For more on that, I've covered that in a whole separate video. But this whole shit with trans rights or human rights, yeah, they are. Because if you're going to deny them the right to be who they want to be, and it's not just about Like I said before, it's not just about gender reassignment. It's not about switching the shit out. It's about them finding themselves. I mean, look how long it took you to find yourself. It's the same fucking principle, and don't fucking tell me it's not, because it is. It took you how many years to find the right partner? It took you how many pets to realize that you didn't need that many? It took you how many jobs to find out this one was the right fit? It took you how many years to recover from abuse? It took you how many years to make amends with whoever? How long? How long did it take? Shit. I mean, one of the key things you gotta remember is that your kid is still your kid. Even if they change themselves, they're still your kid. No matter what, that's still your flesh and blood. No matter what. Even if you hate them, despise their ass, that's still your flesh and blood. I hated Liz for a long time. I did. Because she chose her abusive husband over me. That pissed me the fuck off. I cut ties with her over that shit. Oh yeah, I cut fucking ties. We didn't talk for years after that. And then she came back and she's like, "You were right. I was wrong." I was like, "Good. Now you understand." And I told her, I was like, you broke that trust between us because of that. And she's like, "I know, and I can never repair that." If she can realize that shit, you can realize that your kids, just because they're trans, they're still your kid. They have not changed that much. They might have changed this. This is still the same. They still have all the memories of you when you helped them when they fell down, their first birthday, the birthdays, the heartaches, the fun times, the trips, all that shit. That's all still there. That's all still here. This has changed. This has not. Like, damn, it's not that hard. Shit. But no, you want to bitch and moan about it, and conservatives are just funny as fuck. Oh my god, they're the worst. I hate trans. Yeah. Meanwhile, get me a trans hooker tonight. Make sure they're young looking. I need one that's young and won't tell. I will pay high money for this. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Book me a flight to Thailand. I want to get me some little boys to fuck. Oh my. Then you got the ones that like jailbait. That's even funnier. I mean, Jesus, government's so fucking corrupt, it's not even funny. It's just there. It's beautiful. So that's where I stand. Am I an ally to trans people? Hell no. Go crucify Optimus Prime. Go crucify all the Transformers. Nah. Because I don't even like the label of ally. It's just like, I see shit for what it is. I see the reality of it. It's my viewpoint. Nah, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. It has no bearing on me. I'm not going to sit here and crucify over it. Fuck that. That's boring. That's so much wasted energy. I can put that energy into doing slideshows, book reviews, movie reviews, masturbating, taking a shower, sleeping, sitting outside and enjoying the warm sun and beautiful air, and going to the gym, going to the movies. Like, why the fuck I'm gonna waste to being hateful towards somebody I don't fucking know? Answer me that. Why? Oh, because it's not your world anymore? Okay. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I mean, you are on a borrowed dime. Yep, your ass is on borrowed time and soon you'll be dead and nobody will give a flying fuck about you. They will for the first year, and then after that, you are an afterthought. Life goes on without your ass. So, no. So I am gonna upload all this shit, and I'm gonna work on the slideshow, maybe two. I don't know yet. I'll see how I feel. So, yeah, that's where I stand. So, till next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.